Good to go. Ready? Hey, what's up, you beautiful fucks? Welcome to episode number 1 from the Stone Age podcast, man. It's been a while. Been trying to get it up, but finally got my boy in, DRO DRO.
What's
How
up,
you been,
bro?
play?
Thank you for having me, bro. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Yeah. It's been a while, bro.
I know, man. Just trying to stay caught up, man. Trying to pick up some better habits, you know what I mean? Like, trying to cut down smoking, drinking, I know that shit will catch up to me later, bro. Like, the way I've been going and...
You gotta slow down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's how I've been for a while, man. I was into this whole party life and doing all that kind of stuff. And
Yeah, bro.
it catches up.
No, it does, bro. Like, I've been... when I first started smoking stoves, like cigarettes and shit, bro, like, I was crushing, like... 3 packs, 4 packs a week, bro. Now I'm down to like maybe 1 a week. But I've been really like, bro, I can't diet for shit.
You can't diet?
I can't diet for shit, bro.
Like what?
Like, bro, like I gotta eat junk, bro. I have to. I can stop, bro. I could slow down on the drinking. I could cut down on the smoking, and all the other bullshit, bro.
Yeah, all the other habits.
Yeah, all the other bad habits, bro. I can't stop eating junk food, bro. I can't. It's just, you know why? Because I know it's there. You feel me?
Because it's so easy, right?
Bro,
I mean,
it's
that's at
easy.
every fucking corner.
You know what I mean? Like, bro,
Yeah, it's
bro, you
easy.
can't go anywhere. Think about it. You go in a fucking Rite Aid. You go down the street. You go to a gas station. Yeah. Everywhere, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
true.
Like,
No,
bro,
that's true. But I'm a firm believer that shit like a drug, bro. Like that's because
You think so?
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Because I think it affects your fucking gut biome. Because so the whole diet of it. So when they say if you cut sugar and all that shit, you're after like a week or after a month, if like your stomach starts to crave healthy shit, right? So but you're so used to eating sugar and all that processed food that when you stop for a week, you kind of feel like shit. You feel shitty. You feel like this. So yeah, fuck this. I'm gonna start eating my food again.
Right.
Because it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
I think that's just like a straight drug, bro.
I mean, to be honest, bro, louder that, bro. I can't argue that, bro, because my thing is like this, like, so I've experimented here and there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, bro, like, I tried to, so I did no sugar drinks for, like, 2 weeks.
How'd that go?
Like, no sodas, no juices, no beer, fucking coffee, but it's got to be black, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I did it for 2 weeks. I started on a Wednesday and stopped on, so about like 12 days or almost 2 weeks. And then, like, bro, I started feeling more tired. I started feeling like low energy. I started feeling like way sleepier. Couldn't really focus on like certain shit. Like I would just, like, I was too focused for my own good. Like I wasn't distracted, you know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
like I was too in tune with what I was doing, but I was so tired. It's like you're binge watching a show, right? And you start getting tired on the 3rd episode.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you really want to watch
You're
it.
still going at it.
Yeah, but you're still going.
You want to know what
You
happens.
know what I mean? You start doing.
Yeah.
You know, your head gets a little heavy for the neck. You know what I mean? You start turning.
So you feel fogged.
Fogged.
Yeah, okay.
There you go. That's
Right
the
on.
right term. And bro, like, my appetite changed differently. Like, bro, I was way less hungrier. I was way less hungry because like I got used to a beer for lunch, a drink at dinner. You know what I mean?
It's that sugar kick. I'm telling you, your body wants it after a while. And then your body crashes.
Oh no.
Because a lot of people are used to like like if you eat, they'll say right after I eat, like at lunch, I get tired, like that 2 o'clock crash. But it's because most people are eating fucking like a burger for lunch, pasta.
All that.
They're eating hella carbs, so of course naturally you fucking
And I
crash
don't,
out.
bro. I can't do that. I can't count carbs.
Nah, I don't do none of that
bro.
shit. I don't do none of that shit.
I don't even
at
count
all.
my bank
I
account,
don't
bro.
do-
Like I don't fucking.
For real
you know
though.
what I mean? Unless
Nah, I
it's
don't do
fingers
any
and
of that
toes,
shit.
I can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't do any of that, bro. I just, as long as you're aware of what you're eating, like if you know, like, I shouldn't have fucking these extra 4 slices of pizza.
Oh, easy.
You know what I mean? Like, you know.
But if you're stoned,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
you know,
fuck
if you're
yeah.
fucked, bro. Like,
yeah, same here.
so I also did another experiment, bro. Like, so every day for about a week, I wrote down everything I put in my mouth, bro, except pussy.
Giggity.
But yeah, that's how he's going. That shit would have been on the list every 5 times.
Right.
But I wrote down everything that I was eating, bro, snacking, drinking, everything for a week, bro. And I looked at it, I was fucking disgusted, bro. Fucking
Makes you
KFC,
think about it, right?
and I'm
Yeah.
fuck. You know, because it's different when you see it, like in front of you. You know what I mean?
That's actually a good way to keep up a diet and to actually do that, to actually maintain it.
Keep notes.
Or your short-term goals and shit like that. Like, and that's always a good way to do it. But I mean, shit.
So what's your diet? Is it like was it adaptable for you, or was it like
to be
hard as
honest,
fuck?
bro? What I started doing is fasting, dude. Just working out and fasting.
So stop eating.
I stopped. Yeah, so I only eat 8 hours out of the day. So I do, no matter what, I do 16 hours, and then I give myself a window of 8 hours to eat whatever the fuck. So in those 8 hours, I eat like a pizza to the face.
But after that, you ain't eating shit.
And then after those 8 hours, that's it. It's a wrap. So it gives your body. So the whole thing is that it gives your body time to process the food. So no one nowadays. So it's only been like the last 100 years since check when refrigerators were invented. So before you couldn't save food, right? So you had to eat.
If you cooked it, you had to eat it right
that
there.
day or the next day, right? The following day, unless you made a fucking jerky, whatever it is. But other than that, you had to you would eat and then you would go a while because you had to go hunt. You had to go do something. So those people were always fit. They were never obese. They're not.
Well, yeah, you got to go get it.
Because you had to go get it. You had to do some kind of action. So the human body is conditioned.
You hear that they're growing meat inside of labs now?
Oh yeah, I seen that shit.
Bro, I saw it and I was just like, wait a minute. Bro, if we're literally making our own food that way, like in a lab, bro, like when's the last time you fucking grounded up some wheat or some bread? You know, no one does that shit no more like that, bro. We're not pilgrims, you feel me? Like, you know.
No, it'll move that way too. People start buying that shit. Give it maybe not now. I wouldn't buy it. Me personally, I'm not gonna be the first ones. I'm not gonna be on the first trial to go fucking to start eating fucking lab meat. You know, I'm gonna wait a couple of years on that.
Bro, I mean, I'm just saying.
But your kids, they're gonna be eating for sure. Like that straight lab meat, bro.
Anything, bro. I mean, really, anything they eat, bro. Like, even like frozen vegetables, frozen goods, like things like that, bro. They're still gonna be super processed. And I mean, me now, I can care less. I don't give a fuck if it tastes good. I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
I mean? Kind of thing. And that's probably where I lost my body. You know what I mean, bro? Like, I'm starting to lose my frame and shit, bro. You know, I know I'm getting heavy, bro. I run out of breath quicker.
No, that's a big thing,
bro. I used to be able to run a mile and a half and be alright, catch my breath, whatever. Now, I go up the stairs and I gotta take a break.
God
I'm like,
damn.
And bro, you know, I get pissed me off. Yeah, and I get mad because I'm like, fuck, why didn't I even come up here? I'm like, fuck, you know what I mean? Like,
shit, forgot why I was going up here. I'm out of breath.
Like, great. I guess I'm not going downstairs all day. Fuck it.
No, yeah, that shit get back. It gets to you, bro. That shit hardly gets to you after a while.
Yeah, bro. And not only that, bro. Like, the bathroom situation is just fucked up, bro. Like, man, like, cause, bro, like, so. I'm not sure because I think
when you do see this shit?
Oh, when I'm straight shitting, bro. Like, bro, it's bad, bro. Like, it's bad.
Some
like,
nasty shit,
bro. Like, fucking sponsored by Charmin, bro. Like, for like off the top, bro.
Yeah.
So every shit I have to take, bro, is like fucking code red alert. Like, bro, I've never went to the bathroom.
That's bad. That's a bad stomach right there.
Bro, I've never went to the bathroom casually. Like, all right, you know, I got time for a shit. You know what I mean? Bro, I spend more time wiping than shitting nowadays.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now that and with the good diet food, you don't even wipe. There's times where you wipe.
Hold on.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
But with the good diet though, that shit just comes out, bro. Like it's not like you're not pressured. Like, oh, I gotta take a shit. Like and you said that, like, okay, it's not like you got diarrhea or anything like that, right? So you have time. Oh, I gotta take a shit. All right, I'll hold it in. When I get there, I'll take a shit. But you're in and out, bro. Like there's like you wipe, you're like it's fucking nothing on there. It's in and out.
The greatest thing man has ever invented this day. Wet wipes. Baby wipes, especially the Huggies brand.
Yeah, I got those. I got the same ones.
Huggies is taking my votes.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Well, bro, like you go, I know, bro. I wipe so fucking hard, bro. Like I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. I'm smelling my, you know what I mean? But so you know that whole thing where like that collars and white boys shit do where you drink liquor through your ass.
Oh, okay, I've heard, yeah.
You know what I mean? And it gets you drunk quicker.
You take pills and shit through the ass. You do all kinds
of shit, bro. Yeah. Bro, there's truckers, dog. Like, one of my boys' uncles is a trucker, and this fool told me, like, bro, like, admittedly, he's like, yeah, we'll soak a tampon in vodka.
Oh yeah.
He's like, and I'll shove it up my fucking butt, and I'm like, wait, what? And then he goes, yeah, I'll shove it in my butt. He goes, I get fucked up on the road. He's like, I'm over here swerving in a semi on a 2-lane. I'm like, nigga, I'm like, you're a fucking liability. But
yeah.
But you know, that fool's on the road, bro. Like 6-7 days a week. You know what I mean? Like he's literally on the road all the time, living motel to motel. And I think he works for some grocery company or whatever the fuck.
That's what makes America run right there too, bro.
Think about it.
That's what we're getting.
I couldn't live that life, bro.
Fuck no, we couldn't do that life.
I think I would like to experience it.
Getting sucked off in parking lots.
Fuck, bro. I mean, that's
I do that now, but fuck.
You know, you do that shit in and out.
But I mean,
you know what I mean? What time?
But in the middle of nowhere.
You know what I mean? Like in the middle of fucking buttfuck nowhere, like fucking Turlock.
That's too much though, bro. That's like depressing, dog. Like I don't know. Like imagine back in the day when you had nothing like you didn't have a cell phone. So now you have like the radio, legit radio, probably like XM radio on that bitch. You're listening to podcasts. You're listening to fucking. You're probably watching TV on the fucking. You know, they probably have some tricked out ass fucking
trucks
nowadays.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
for sure.
I watched that. What is it? Pimp My Truck.
West Coast Customs.
Yeah, it was a Pimp My for the rednecks.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
But
rifle holder in the back.
Yeah, they had a bunch of shit in there. But I can't live that life though. Like 24/7 on the road, and then especially if you have kids and all that stuff.
Yeah,
you know your wife's fucking somebody.
I think yeah, for sure, 100%. I mean, you talking about me now? No, I was kidding. Nah, but
how'd you know?
It was you.
Who you talking to, motherfucker?
Dick now. But I think what's most interesting about that lifestyle is never getting accustomed to something, because this was always going somewhere different. You know
True.
I mean? So you see something different every day. You know what I mean?
True.
Whether you're on the road or not.
But you're on the road 24/7 because you have deadlines and shit. That's how you make your money. So you're not even enjoying like the scenery. I mean, I wouldn't be enjoying the scenery.
Yeah.
Like if you hauling gas, you really be like fucking on the cliff and shit, just chilling and shit. Like hell no.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, unless you got a tampon in your ass, but
fuck, bro.
you know what I mean. Other than that,
I don't know. Just stop recording when you watch me get up. You won't see nothing fall out. But bro, I gotta show you the shit I bought. So it's one of those survival bracelets. It's fucking dope, bro, because I got a couple of these and shit.
I was looking at it earlier.
Yeah, so it's got a compass. It's got this little flint bar. So pretty much you can use it to start a fire.
No shit.
Yeah.
Right on.
So it's this. So it's a compass. It's got a flint bar. It's got a 2-sided blade, which is like you got a scraper and a slicer. This shit's fucking dope, bro. Yeah, check it out.
That's fucking sick, bro.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Bass Pro. Shout out Bass Pro. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
You know what I mean?
And you want it for murder.
You know what I mean? He's like, good job. Nah, my prints are all over it.
For real. Nah, that's sick. I was looking at it earlier. That shit's pretty dope.
Yeah.
They're making some crazy ass shit. That flint thing, but is that flint big enough?
So
Just in case for the viewers that
you know
what I'm saying? It's pretty dope. Where'd you buy? Oh, Bass
Pro. Yeah, Bass Pro.
You got everything there, bro.
Yeah, bro, it's cool.
Fucking
and also, it's got this. If you're ever getting fucking,
getting raped
by a bear.
Oh, got a rape whistle.
Oh, I'm sorry for the listeners. That was
that must have hurt you.
My bad. You know what I mean? Fuck up a couple dogs.
Shows you your works right there.
You know what I mean? But yeah, bro. And you know what's fucking crazy, bro? Is like, I'm not gonna use this shit. I go outside, bro, to go to the car. I don't go. Like,
it's true.
You know what I mean?
Well, now with all these fucking earthquakes happening,
bro,
you got now.
So what do you say? Okay, so my theory is this.
Aliens.
So it's very real. So very like religious kind of belief or belief, non-belief, whatever. I just think it's like, think about it, bro. Like 4th of July, right? Just passed. Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July. Belated 4th of July, American Day.
Thank you.
Where you go? Can you grab me brewski while you're at that one time, please?
So there was a paper, an article, or something like that came out in the New York Times about how we create our own smog and pollution. You know what I mean? Every day, all day with our cars, right?
Yeah. Well, you can tell in LA.
In LA, bro, you can't even see the sky. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's how fucking crazy it is.
You see it when you're in the hills. You see that little fucking cake layer. It's a trip.
And it's a trip, bro. And and it was crazy because when this 4th of July, when we were cracking off fireworks, whatever, bro, I paid attention, and I looked up. I'm like, bro, I can't see the fucking moon. The whole block, we're lighting it up. Bottle rockets, fucking, bro, all the smoke in there. I couldn't see shit. It could have been daytime for all I know. You know what I mean? And it was probably like 8, 9. You know what I mean? Kind of like early night, bro. And it was a trip. I think so. My point is this.
I'm trying to remember, but I don't remember.
My point is this. I think the Earth, bro, is angry. You know what I mean, bro? Like,
I fuck with that.
You know what I mean? Because
the moon does affect the fucking like the ocean's currents and all that
for
shit.
Sure. And it affects like fucking bitches' periods. You know
everything.
What I mean? The way they lactate and all those other
fucking
shit.
Fucking wolves.
Yeah.
Fucking wolves.
Bear me.
Bear me. America.
But I'm cool right now. I go. So.
Oh, so what? So you think?
I think, I don't know, man. Like, because think about it. Like, right here in Northern California, we haven't had anything crazy. Like,
in a while, right?
In a while, like it's been a really fucking long time. So, and that by itself, like my paranoia gets the best of me. Like, think about it, bro. We don't have like natural causes. You know what I mean? Earthquakes.
Yeah.
Typhoons, tornadoes.
We're living too good here, right?
It's too.
You know, like too
it's
nice.
one of those things that's it's too good to be true, bro. Like, bro, and think about it. Think about all the non natural disasters. Think about it. No mass shootings, school shootings.
Well, we get shootings here. We got that San Bernardino one.
San Bernardino. That was tragic. But think about it. Like there has been.
True, though. There's nothing
there has been a
crazy.
lot. So we have fires, but everybody has fires.
Oh, the fire, no, those fires are pretty crazy.
The fires are pretty crazy.
Those
but
fires
I
are
mean,
pretty
for our
crazy.
region, like Northern California, like there hasn't been a lot of crazy things. You know what I mean?
Those
That
fires, I think, are going to get even worse even this year.
the fires are going to be worse every year because it's getting hotter every year.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, have you seen the shit in Anchorage, Alaska? Look that shit up, Wayne. They broke records. Fucking Anchorage, Alaska has never hit like in the 90s.
Oh shit!
And they also like in the 90s the last 2 days or some shit like that.
Like it's been like summer.
Like
out
summer, bro. Like fucking.
That's the trip, bro.
That's they're living California life in Alaska.
Fuck.
Like, you know what I mean? So shit, I do believe in that whole global warming and all that. So I do.
I think it's kind of true, right? Like bro, think about it. Every year is colder and every year is hotter. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like something's fucking off.
So do you think we're overpopulated, or what do you think is going on?
So let me tell you something. So, me and this dude had a conversation, and this guy's a business owner, and he was talking about he wants to be a politician, congressman, and all this other stuff. And he was like, you know, I was kind of in tune with what he was saying, but he's a Republican, he's a right wing guy, or so he comes off as such, you know. I'm not really sure what side he's on, whatever, but everybody has a fucking side nowadays, so we can't just all be united, right?
Yeah.
But
is it a bad thing that he's a Republican?
No, it's not a bad thing for me.
Yeah.
For me, to be honest, the reason I don't care about, you know, the politics and shit like that, because it doesn't really affect my day to day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. In the end, it doesn't.
And I know
Same
I'm like,
team,
yeah, you know, and I'm too naive for my own good. You know, I'm too naive. I know I'm young. I still got to mature and all that shit. But it doesn't affect my day to day, which is all like based off, you know, that's how I kind of carry my whole perspective in life, which I know isn't.
Which most
great,
people, no, I mean that's.
Well, most people do.
Yeah, most people do. I mean, they don't care what fuck politicians do in back doors.
So he was talking to me about overpopulation. So he said something about like every 10 years or something like that. For America, it'd be 1 in 10 Americans dying. So, but it'd be like a lottery. It'd be at random. You know what I mean? It'd be like rich, poor, homeless, all this other shit. You know what I mean? And
1 in 10 Americans dying every year.
Every 15 years.
Every 15 years. 1 out of 10 Americans die. But what's in comparison to what? Like what's?
So pretty much for overpopulation, because if you think about it, right now we're the most populated we've ever been.
Yeah, in the world.
Internationally.
Okay. Oh, just for the U.S.
For the U.S.
Okay.
We're the most populated we've ever been, right? But you know, let's say, you know, 9 people. One of them gets plucked into that raffle. It's almost like a lottery kind of thing. You know what I mean? You know, but you're not winning shit.
Okay.
So it's pretty much like, it's at random, and pretty much every 15 years,
one of those 10 dies.
One of those 10 dies.
From the people that you know.
Exactly.
Yeah. See, but what's happening? What I believe what's happening now is that with modern science, people with information, that 1 in 10. Well, I don't know the record. I don't know how that would go, but. That 1 in 10, maybe it's probably more than that, maybe, right? Let's just say it's two out of 10, right? But now with science and everything getting better, you live longer, so it turns into 1 out of 10 now instead of 2 out of 10.
Yeah.
So that makes the population, you know what I mean? Because before, like if you wouldn't be alive with your grand fucking parents over here.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? But now you could visit your pops.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? And he's still keeping up resources.
And there's benefits to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. But that's a lot of people say. Like, have you ever heard of people saying like kind of get rid of the old people? Like just.
Yeah, everyone over 70 like.
Just plug the cord and shit.
Yeah,
you know, like because they're taking up.
And automatically you decrease the population at least what
off bat
18%, maybe more.
Maybe more and shit.
You know,
yeah.
Because
which I think is fucked up, but I wouldn't do it. I personally wouldn't do it, but
absolutely not.
But that's like.
Well, the thing is this: I think we're all in the universe. We're just units. We're not supposed to be sentient. We're not supposed to have this emotions and you know testosterone and hormones and like all these feelings and ideas and thoughts. I think in the universe we're just units, but because if you really think about it, like this life shit is fucking easy, bro. You get up, go to work, take a shit, put your socks on, and and do the same shit the next day. It's us within each other that make it complicated. You feel me? Like that's why in Japan they have a whole like
they're nice as fuck,
bro. Like it's most industrious city or most industrious country in the world, because it's everyone's about education, everyone's about work. But there are I know where you're going. The depression rate out there is super high. The population is somewhat been balanced or uneven because less people are having sex out in Japan. Or not, less people are populating.
They're having crazy sex out in Japan. Octopuses and shit.
Don't look that shit up.
The octopuses and shit.
Schoolgirls.
A bunch of schoolgirls fucking with some octopuses.
You know what I mean? Like monster sex.
They're calling some Godzilla fucking somebody.
Bro, and that's, look, we'll get the porn.
We'll get into that.
We'll get the porn. I'll delete my browser. So basically, motherfuckers out there are getting depressed. They're having less children. They're less social because everyone's got a fucking screen like 2 inches away from their face, right?
Yes.
So, and out there that they're more like everyone's gaming, everyone's on FaceTime, everyone's on social media. Technology, you know what I mean? And it's crazy, you know what I mean? It's like very interthinking, like social media, but no one's really social, bro. Because I think what social media was intended to be was a window to your life, right? That for me. That's what I think. So tell me what you think.
Yeah, right on.
I think now, because we're all just crabs trying to get out of the bucket. I think this rat race and everyone. I think it's just. It used to be a window to someone's life. Now it's just a thing to compare each other's lives.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, definitely. How is this bitch?
It's turned into to.
Look what I got. Look what you don't got.
Yeah.
Look what I'm doing.
Show off, to show the best aspects of someone's life, but to never show reality. There's no reality behind it in the end.
Reality's not entertaining.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not. It's really, really, really not. But I think social media came out. I think originally when it first came out, I don't think it came out with like cruel intentions of this whole conspiracy thing. Maybe, but I think it came out to just connect, to connect people. I mean, MySpace was kind of like just connect people, show people what you like. That's where it started, right? I think MySpace was the big one.
MySpace was the big one.
The big one because there were little blogging boards and shit like that before. But
chat
I
rooms,
was too young for that kind of shit. But the one that really hit it big was in MySpace. And then it turned into like showboating. When it turned into how many friends you got and how many people like your shit. And now you can get monetized on how many people like your shit.
Oh yeah.
And now then it turns into the rat race. So like, well, fuck that. I need more of this. I need more of that. And then people, of course, see.
Because in their real life, if you're not that popular, in your real life, you might not be that good looking. In your real life, you might not, dress that well.
Look at the fucking filters. That's just like they're cartoons.
Yeah.
Like the girls are cartoons, bro.
It's insane.
They're fucking cartoons.
No, think about this. And people say I'm unfair, and tell me if I am. Wayne, go jump in on this too. So, I think with women, it's very hard. Like, okay, if you're a guy, if you ugly, nigga, you ugly.
Yeah.
There ain't no going around.
There's no filter with
There's
that.
no fucking filter. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're ugly, right?
Yeah.
But I think with women, most women, not all women, most women, it's a magic show, dog. And let me tell you this, it's a magic show. You wear makeup, you don't really look like that.
No.
You wear heels, you ain't that tall.
Yep.
Wonder bra, your titties ain't that big. Wigs, weaves, that's not your real hair.
Fake hair color.
Bro.
Come on.
Like, have you ever, when you hooked up with a chick and you see her the next morning and you're like, who's this?
Oh, shit, I done fucked up again.
Who the fuck is this?
I done fucked up again.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's like,
And then you look at the pictures you've been taking, that's a whole different picture than what you've seen in person. You know what I mean? Like, it's a whole different person. I think it's false advertisement. That's why,
for sure.
That's why I think sometimes girls got a little bit easier when it comes to that kind of stuff. But it's kind of like, who's putting the standards on it, right? Because if it was up to me, if I tell a girl, like, girl, wear whatever you want. Like, I don't care about the makeup. Like, whatever, right? But who's really putting the standards? The guys putting the standard of the girls putting the standards of themselves?
That's true.
You know what I mean? Because I think... Is it because, do they wear high heels to go out because they know, but they're doing it for the attraction of a male, right? Or the attraction of a female nowadays, whatever it is. For the attraction of something. But at the end of the day, my feet are killing me. My feet are this. I got... bunions.
They don't do it because they want to. Yeah.
No, but do they want it? But that's what I'm saying. But like, is it like
I think women need to be. There's this thing. Men need love. We come from women. You know, there's just something wired in us that
humans. I think humans need love in general.
This is where you and me differ.
Okay.
So, humans don't need fucking love.
You don't think so?
No. Humans need motivation. So I think motivation. You can do a lot more with motivation than love. I think. And in one thing, and in one aspect, they're one and the same thing.
But yeah, wouldn't the motivation come from your love?
Because
passion for something.
All passion is a combination of love and motivation.
I agree with that.
But I think motivation gets more done only because of this. Men need love. From the time we're born, we're sucking on a titty, right? We come out of the pussy, right? All this other shit. So we are naturally wired to have a female connection. We need a mothering. We need a partner. We need all that stuff. Women don't need that. Women need to be wanted. Women need to be desired. You know what I mean? And not just like
protect. Because then if you go into just the way brought up, just the way it is culturally, whatever. Not culturally, but so you would say we desire the women to be touched, right? So they're more desired to be protected. So hence the father figure. Because once a woman doesn't have the father figure, the rates of fucking prostitution, of crazy shit, you know, sure. It goes crazy up.
But then again, what about those females who got dads but are fucked up? There's a lot of them. You know
yeah. But the opposite is usually more though. So that's why a home with two parents usually brings up
a better upbringing.
In theory,
it's a better upbringing. In a perfect world.
Yeah, in a perfect world, that's what it essentially would be. It's the same thing when if a mother's raising a single mother is raising a son. The son's more going to be into violence or end up in prison.
Fall up in some stupid shit.
In some stupid shit.
Yeah.
Right. So it turns into the same. I mean, I agree with you. But my thing is, I agree that my perspective of it would be more of both of them need it. Women and male need that male that body touch. I believe it's in hospitals, in pregnancy wards. If say the baby has a mother, right, and then something's wrong with the mother, the baby has the mother. The mother has. I was like, wait a minute. Wait. So the mother has the baby, right, and then something's wrong with the mom, so that they don't give the baby to the mom, right? But the baby needs touch, human skin to skin touch.
Right.
It needs it. Right.
Human contact.
It needs the human contact. So if you were to feed the baby there, you could just feed it, and I think the baby would still die, even if it gets no human contact. So they have actual people nurses that come in and like cradle the babies to keep them alive. Like that shit, they would actually die if they don't get no human touch from the time they're born to whatever it is.
No shit.
You can probably check that out, Wayne. But it's so the people, they need it. That's why they say if you have a child, it's very important to do like take your shirt off and then
connect
and then
like
hold the baby
them,
skin to skin.
Yeah.
Because it actually, as long as you can, basically, like as the ages go up, you're not gonna do them the fucking kids like 15 and shit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hug my dad with my shirt off.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna hug. More importantly, I'm not gonna hug that nigga with his shirt off.
Dirty motherfucker. Like, all that GMO food and
shit.
That
a titty? Watch out.
God damn, are you sweating already?
Lactating the shit on my chest.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's so that human touch is fucking. I think that shit's important. But I do believe the mother has a big thing to do with it. Because if you look at it, I've been watching all these fucking serial killer documentaries and fucking all this shit. Half the serial killers come because the mother raped them or fucking beat the shit out of them, or.
It's always a tragic story, right?
Yeah, but it's always from the mother.
I googled it.
Will a newborn die if not touched? Lack of physical affection can actually kill babies, but touch is even more vital than the babies who are not held and nuzzled and hugged enough will literally stop growing. Yeah, see? They'll stop growing, they die.
See, that's the trip. The only thing personally off of just the little knowledge I have is people have been having babies for hundreds of thousands of years, right? And like you said, progressively, we've been able to live longer and longer. You know what I mean? Do you think this has something to do with it? Like your theory, you know?
The touching?
Yeah. Well, the factual theory, because it is a fact, you know?
Yeah. I think, that's the initial why we'd be able to live the first initial years. Say as a tribe, the reason why they were able to live 30 years is maybe because they had the touch. So if the baby was just left there, you know, like say a lot of the babies they're left in like dumpsters and shit like that. Yeah. They only live for a certain.
Yeah, I left a couple in the recycle. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean,
at least you recycled.
Mine go in the sink.
At least you went green.
Mine go in the sink or in the shower drain.
Oh, the toilet.
Fucking, there's a hella Irish Spring in here.
Mine usually go on the towel.
Don't get that shit in your fucking.
Mine usually go on the towel.
It makes the towel all crunchy. You know what I mean? Like an old sponge.
They're never the same no more.
You gotta wash it. Fucking hot wash.
I'll wash that shit.
Oh, bro. But you know, it's a trip. This 4th of July shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh yeah. So what the fuck was your theory about the earthquakes?
Oh, so my theory about the earthquakes is this.
Are they causing it?
So.
Are we causing it? Population causing it?
I don't know, man. So, what if I told you that I believe in what I thought that the Earth is sentient?
The Earth is like the Earth's alive. I believe that
Because it is.
I believe it. Fungus.
Fungus, water, oxygen. Like, bro, if it wasn't alive, we wouldn't be alive.
I think
kind of thing.
Isn't the Earth like 80% fungus? Look at the percent of what's Earth made of. It's like 80% fucking fungus.
Yeah.
It's all like some kind of biome. I'm telling you, and it goes into you have bacteria in your fucking stomach, and it
everywhere.
connects you. I'm telling you, bro,
Yeah.
it connects.
But evolutionary theory is this. So, from single cell organisms to the smallest atoms and all this other shit. Watch me get scientific, nigga. So if the Earth is sentient, would it not be able to, at some point, have
saying what is happening?
Thought, emotion, communication. I think weather. I think animal life, plant life, and environmental environment. Like, I think that's its way is communication.
I believe that too, because you notice a lot more animal attacks. We'll see, because it goes into like, it's kind of like, so I've been saying too, like, say sharks have been fucking biting more people, right? So that,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that whole shark rate stuff has been going up.
Shark rape?
Like shark rate.
Oh,
shark rape too, dog.
Like, I haven't seen that Jaws movie. Fucking
deleted scenes, bro. The director's cut. Yeah. That's a director's cut right there.
Can we name this episode Shark Dick?
Shark Dick.
All right, got it.
Shark rape. The shark rape.
But you were saying, yeah, the shark rate.
Yeah, so all the shark attacks, they go up, right? So then, but fucking bears fucking up people. So that might be another way of fucking Earth trying to get back. But or is it because there's so much people that you cross boundaries into wildlife, into crazy shit? Because I think California is due for something outside of the fires. I mean, fire is crazy though.
The fires are crazy. The fires kill a lot of wildlife. The fires take out a lot of homes,
a lot of shit,
and a lot of people too.
Because even just health within general though, because you're breathing in all that fucking nasty shit. You're breathing. Like,
oh yeah, all that like the fire air.
In the long run.
Yeah.
If you think about like in the long run, like 20 years from now, like you've had, I don't know, in 20 years you're gonna have 100 fires. Imagine all that shit you've been fucking.
You're breathing
in.
Yeah. No.
Like,
no. Yeah. I mean, it's true. Like fires is crazy. I've never.
But the earthquake.
The earthquake's a trip though. You know why? Because it's tectonic plates. You know, moving back and forth against each other.
You think they have like you think they have abilities to fuck with that? Like, with that bad?
Now, okay.
Because I believe, I know they do.
Let me put my conspiracy hat on.
Yeah, I already have it on, baby. I already have it on.
I was born with it on. It's a snapback. It fits when I was an infant. It fits when I was an infant.
One size fits all.
Adjustable. So, I think the government, CIA officials, FBI officials, and bro, they have to be fucking with it. They have to be. Only my theory is this: there is no record since before civilized time, like back Native American times, way back in the day before fucking fuck ass Christopher Columbus, raped them and took their land, right? There was no real shifts. There was no real like the Earth wasn't fucking with you back kind of thing. You know what I mean? Maybe it's because it was earlier life. Maybe. But that was like, what, 100 years ago? 200 years ago?
But would you think that myths, storytellers, legends are not maybe, when there's an earthquake, you don't think there's the story of a bear being mad and smashing the ground, so then... then that's the story of the crazy bear.
Yeah, the mighty bear or whatever,
they shook the ground. Yeah. Or the wave of flood that came through, and
because
the
they
fucking the crazy alligator.
But then again, we don't know either.
No, I'm saying
So what we have is studied theories. I don't think anything's a fact until it's 100 out of 100. If it's not 100 out of 100, it's not a fact. Therefore, nothing is. Therefore, anything can be compared to speculation to a fact. So I think
until proven, right?
Until proven, right? So, I think personally, the government or some global officials are fucking with it. Like, dude, like think about it. Really think about this. Like, we need oil for what? You know, to keep warm, so our cars can run. Shit like that,
Production.
Right? Exactly.
Production.
Progress.
For now.
You know, because we're getting more efficient, right? Supposedly. But think about it. We started destroying the planet we live on for oil. Right?
Essentially, yes.
So
now,
and putting it black and white.
Even now, fracking and yeah.
Like there's
Saudi Arabia.
I think there's just things I think there's a lot of productions that man isn't made to discover. I think there's a lot of
was just because you should doesn't mean
just because you could find it doesn't mean you should look for it.
Yeah. Or should it just because you could doesn't mean you should.
Exactly.
Right.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And personally, I think because think about it, there's been what 3 major earthquakes, 2 or 3
within
in the past week?
last 24 hours or 48 hours and this shit.
A couple.
Yeah,
really?
Like
where was the last one? When?
2 days ago.
What day's today?
Sunday.
Today's the 7th.
The 7th.
Mm-hmm.
We had one on the 5th. What's that one?
2 days ago, and then the one after that was the day before that.
Mm-hmm. The 4th.
Before that one, it was
the 6 something.
And then a couple hours before that, 4th.
So they had a 6.
And then the same day they had a couple hours before that, the same area. So it was all in the same area.
Yeah. So they were all like 4.5s and up. So they're little shocks.
No, they were actually 6.4s.
Yeah. See. So but they were all the aftershocks.
Yeah. The big one was that.
With that 7.1. Yeah.
Then they just had a giant tornado in China. I don't know if you saw that.
No,
it was, I think,
China.
The day before, after 4th of July.
Jesus Christ.
And the thing is, a lot of people died. A lot of places got destroyed. And a lot of property got damaged and economically or environmentally it fucked them up. But the biggest reason why is because they didn't know what to do. Why did they not know what to do?
Because it never happened to them.
They never have them. China doesn't have
them. They don't know what to do with that shit.
You know what I mean? Bro, think about it. Think about when you went to school, right? Like did they practice, you know,
I did earthquake drills.
Earthquake drills all day, right? But like
they're not a flood drill.
There's no flood drill.
They should have that shit now though.
Yeah.
Especially here.
Bro, I'm a strong believer that because I work for the school system, you know, in California. We need to have like drills for fires, floods, earthquakes, school shootings. You know what I mean? What to do if
sadly, but yes.
Unfortunately. Yeah. Think about every other country. No other country in the world has school shootings. So what's wrong? So is there something wrong with our education program? Is there something wrong with our youth and the way that we've been brainwashed for entertainment? Because the only thing that's entertaining to Americans is sex, violence, and drugs and tragedy. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of interlooping with.
There's a lot of reasons to what causes.
There's a lot of cause and effect.
Because what I I'm over touching you and shit. Fucking
I need that human interaction.
Yeah, right. I need that little touch. Yeah. I'm a little nervous.
Little pee touch.
But because what I was gonna say earlier, I think it matches in. That's just Japan, right? How they're super friendly. I think it has to do, if you look at their population, how they're one race, right? So I think what happens here in America too is it's a melting pot, right? So you have different cultures, different you have different everything. You have
different traditions,
different traditions, just the whole different shit. You go somewhere else, any other countries, usually just
a lot of them,
just them. I think Japan, like literally, is like how I think it's hard to even become a citizen. Canada.
Well, there's certain parts of the world.
Canada, you get a DUI, you can't even go then.
Like in certain parts of the world, there's no outsiders left. Like there's no outsiders let in.
Yeah.
So I have one of my homies who's Hawaiian, and in certain parts of Hawaii, they don't allow full-blooded Hawaiians in, because he's mixed. He's Hawaiian, black, and Asian, or whatever, and they didn't let him go. Like tourists aren't allowed. Isn't like. Now, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Or because basically, so what he told me, he goes, his theory was they want to keep their people alive.
Yeah, they basically keep it pure.
Because if you think about it like this,
but then what was the well? No, I mean there's a big difference. But I mean, as far as you're gonna go out, take action to kill people and do other difference.
Well, not only that, like just sex. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well that's
you have sex, you have a kid, whatever. the next generation
you
is
lose
filtered, is
you
watered
lose your
down.
yeah you lose your genetic pool
50% right there.
automatically off the bat.
So think about it like that though. Like if there was just one region, country, species of race of people, and they were all just having sex with each other, you know what I mean, and populating like that.
That's what America is essentially. I mean, that's what we are the most diverse.
Because we keep
everywhere.
You keep going.
Yeah, you keep going.
Because more and more, it's more
it's faster
interracial.
Paced. Yeah,
it's more like there's fucking dudes. You know what I mean? There's fucking chicks. Chicks. You know what I mean?
And then you get into the whole Instagram thing of who could provide more, or you know, who gets more, who does that. It's the same shit. It all evolves into, it's a big ass circle.
Yeah,
it just keeps going around and around.
It all comes full circle, and I think that's just an unfortunate walk of the path that we're all on. I think as far as like going back to the earthquake thing, I think the only thing that really makes more sense than the scientific facts and like, you know, the fact that we have seismic charts and all this other shit is, if you really put it down to very primitive thinking, I think I'm trying to sell my theory more is just because, like, dude, like we've been fucking with this earth.
Mother Nature's mad.
We've been fucking with this earth for forever.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Of course.
When is it gonna clap back?
She has her own cleanup service.
Think about it. If there's someone you don't like and you fuck with them all the time, eventually they're gonna fuck you up back. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
eventually, right?
Eventually.
So that's what I mean.
Once they get big enough.
Once they get big enough.
Once they get big enough,
you got me now because you're 4 feet taller than me. You know what I mean? But I mean, the Earth is like. I think it's sentient. I think it has forms of communicating. I think it has ideas. I think it has emotions. All the other things, because it is essentially alive.
Yeah, I do believe that it has its own cleanup system to depopulate itself. Like, I mean, I think there was a point where there's only like 10,000 people on the planet because some volcanoes erupted and a bunch of shit happened. At one point, there's only like 10,000 people, which essentially that's how you know everybody comes from each other and shit. Like, you do all this DNA tests, all the 23andMe and all that shit. Y'all come up like.
Have you ever done that?
Yeah, I did my shit. I'm like,
no shit.
Yeah, I'm
what
like.
What are you?
I'm 43% Native American.
No shit. But which one? Does it tell you like?
It says it just says
Native American.
Native American, and then it says like 22% fucking Portuguese.
Okay.
And then like fucking 1.8
Southern African or some shit. Yeah, right.
And like 2 something Asian, and
it's just a lot of
like,
shit.
Yeah, but it was some bullshit though. I'm not gonna lie, it was some bullshit. It was some bullshit, fool, because all they did was.
Wait, was it bullshit because you weren't happy with the results?
Yeah, no, it was bullshit because all they did was give me a fucking history lesson. I already knew that the Spain came down and fucking raped Mexico, and I already fucking knew that. That's all they told me, bro. They give me a little history lesson. Like, oh, you think you're from like Portuguese or Spain, and you came down to Mexico and fucking you became Native American. I'm like, what the fuck? You just give me a history lesson. Yeah. Son of a bitch. That's all they did. But I mean, essentially, but you see, like, it's like 0.4 something Jewish, fucking point something, like, so everything comes from the same.
It's all numbers.
Yeah. So yeah, it's from the same, essentially same bloodline.
Yeah.
I mean,
have you ever done it, Wayne?
Nah, I bought the kit, but I never sent it in.
He got scared. I told him let me get it. Let me get it because I bought it for 23andMe and he bought it for Ancestry. So I told him, let me get it and let me see the fucking
results,
the difference of what.
Oh, the accuracy.
Yeah, you mean because one says this one and I got it from 2 different companies. I doubt a lot of people are doing it from like 2 different companies.
Right.
They
so you did it with both?
I did it with one, but he still has his.
Oh shit.
But I mean, I'm not gonna pay for
compare the numbers.
Yeah, I'm just gonna compare for the numbers and shit.
No, but
I think the other one, Ancestry, I think they give you the tribe you're from.
No shit, like it's more
more accurate, yeah. So if I could get that, I'm about to get school for free and shit.
Sign up for hella tuition.
I'm like hella tuitions and shit. I'm gonna get hella shit going.
No shit.
But I mean, that shit. What do you think about that? Do you think all these people? I mean, these people. I'm one of them. But fucking spit it in a tube and sending it to fucking companies.
I think. I don't know, man. I'm
too
paranoid, dog. I'm way too paranoid. I don't even fart in the same direction as other niggas, bro. Like that's how different I am, nigga. Like that's just, you know what I mean?
Pick up your scent or what?
Like exactly. That's how primitive thinking I am, bro. Like
I think you walk by, damn, that fool's been here.
Like son of a bitch, he was just here. He turned off his location.
No, you know what? It's funny for me, fool, because like I'm coming from like I used to be. I mean, I still kind of am, but like hardcore conspiracy, fucking like Like in 08.
Conspiracy theory.
Yeah, like in 08, that's when I went in hard. Like I was fucking.
Zeitgeist and shit.
Fuck yeah, bro, I was in it, bro. I fucking about to get tattooed on my forehead with third eye and shit. And fucking.
Well, I got my shit. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
see, I wouldn't even get this because right there off the bat, I'm like, you already fucked yourself over and blah blah.
Masonry and all that.
Yeah,
shit.
like
mine is a few different symbolisms.
So for the people that know, he has the pyramid. This the
all-seeing
eye
eye
of the pyramid. The all-seeing eye.
So I have the all-seeing eye. So and it's with the triangle shape in the back and the clouds and everything.
I'm crying.
And it's crying.
There you go.
So basically, for symbolists out there, what I was going for was more of conscious thought. So this is pretty much, everyone knows the eye, the Illuminati, the all-seeing. I think as humans, we don't control shit. Mm-hmm. Us, the normal people, the fucking Joe Sixpack who goes to work every day,
spokes in the wheel.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Spokes in the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
We have no control in the big picture. You know what I mean? I think that's unfortunate, but I think that we struggle. They keep us, or we stay in our own struggle for so long that we can never get out of it. Mm-hmm. So for me, the cloud is just having a higher thought. So it's pretty much being the cloud shape with the triangle shape, the pyramid shape, is pretty much just so I'm being fucked over, but I know I'm being fucked over because I have higher perspective.
Okay, that makes sense.
You know what I mean? I have higher perspective.
I feel
and then the eye crying is pretty much the awareness that I have of how sad it is.
And yet you can't get out of it, but you're still having those thoughts.
But I still have my perspective.
Yeah.
Because that's one thing that no one can control but you.
Your thoughts, your mind.
Yeah. And I think, and for example, this 4th of July, right? Mm-hmm. I'm having a good time. I'm wearing my red, white, and blue shit. Motherfucker, I look like Captain America. Mm-hmm. I was out there lining shit up. I was like knocking kids over for fun. Like,
get the fuck out of here.
You know what I mean?
Fireworks.
You know what I mean? I was like fucking lighting up fuses and shit.
Tying up kids.
Right? Tied a bottle rocket to a kid's ass. You know what I mean? But no, so I'm doing this all right with the family, having a good time, fucking barbecue, like a good old fashioned 4th of July, right? Really fucking American hardcore, right? I go home. I'm on my way home, right? I see a picture on, I forget what social media was though, right? And it was my boy. I won't say his name.
I think I know what you're talking about. But go ahead.
I won't say his name, but I saw a picture and I reposted it, and it's basically an animated picture, or like it looks like a painting, and it's just
a drawing.
Yeah, it's a drawing. Yeah. It's a dark blue sky with fireworks going off in the distance. In the corner, there's a cage, and inside the cage, it's a little, as you can obviously,
child.
A child. Mm-hmm. It's a child, and it's a brown child, and he's looking up at the fireworks.
Yeah.
The representation of freedom and the representation of the freedom you don't have in the same imagery, responding to the same message.
But so it's really going around you.
Well, you know why they made prisons with bars. You know why they made prisons with windows is so they can see in and people can see out. So you can see what you're missing and you can see what you don't have, and so people can see you and look at you like you have you have less. Do
dungeons have fucking? Because when did prisons first come about? Outside, I mean, just because I'm talking about humane way.
In a humane way,
dungeons. I think back in like medieval times, I don't think they give you windows, right?
No, yeah, because think about it. So think about this. So in prison, don't tell me how I know. So they have what's called the hole. So let me tell you this. Yeah. So if someone puts you in a room, right, and gives you no windows, one trickety ass light, after a while you start losing track of days.
You lose your mind.
You lose your train of thought. You lose your sleep pattern. You lose all these things, and you become insane. And a lot of people say that's the reason they put windows. I said no. A lot of reason they put windows and bars and shit like that is for the human contact, for one, which is humane. For two, so people can see you, and so you can see out. So pretty much it makes it more psychologically punishing. Think about it. If you're in a cage, right? True, you're seeing everything around you that you can't touch.
You can't do that. Well, that's why it's always pointing outside too. It's always like a scenery of fucking some trees and shit outside of your
their representation of freedom.
Instead of putting like a wall in front of you, like say it's a window to put light in, right? But instead of a wall being right outside that window, it's a street. It's just, you see people walking outside. I can see that. I can see that.
So it's another form of punishment.
Yeah.
So think about what they're doing to these children who.
Oh yeah, the children thing is fucked up.
So they're not criminalized. Yeah. They're not dangerous. They're not even, whether they're well educated or not. These are still children.
They're still children.
So think about, like, I've seen these are internment camps, bro. Like, these are really internment camps. Like, there's children who look like me, you know what I mean, like, and younger, who are sleeping on the floor in cages and in box cells, portable cells, detention camps. And I really thought about it. I'm like, damn. And I felt really fucked up. I'm like, I really celebrated this holiday. Like, because really, a lot of people celebrate, well, it's America's birthday, you know, our celebration of independence and freedom and liberty, right? They don't have that.
Well, even you thinking about this would say you're bucking the system, right? But your thought, this train of thought is saying you're bucking the system. You're saying fuck the system, right? To be honest with you, that's what 4th of July is. 4th of July is saying fuck the system, right? So even by you celebrating, by saying fuck the system, you essentially doing it right. If you wanted to look at it that way, right? Because you're saying fuck the system, treason is the reason for the season, right? So whatever. But at the same time, it sucks because in order to make a change like that, because I get what you're saying. That's all that fucking children shit is fucked up. Like, for you to be able to just because you're born
just because
behind of an invisible line,
because your parents happen to be born in the wrong country.
You were lucky. You got lucky. You got straw the hat, bro. You got straw. My brothers and sisters were born in Mexico. Came across the border and came here, and then I was here. I'm an anchor, baby. You know what I mean? So I know what all that shit is. I know, you know, what it really comes down to.
Right.
The whole kids thing is fucked up, but what I find more fucked up for is that shit only comes out every now and then. Like, you only feel upset because Instagram told you to feel upset. You only feel upset because people were protesting for a day for those kids. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying I didn't even go to protest because I know essentially I'm not going to do it because it's kind of sad because I know the next day someone's going to stop, someone's not going to do it, because that's what it was, right?
It's a fade out. It fades out.
People protested, oh my God, it's fucking outrage. The next day, something else happened. Oh my God, fucking.
Because everyone needs something to be mad about.
Yeah, but it's only because Instagram's telling you what to be mad about.
So and that's
Facebook.
And how primitive is that though? Like, I think for me,
tribal, very very tribal.
Think about it. You saw something and it made you upset. Yeah. When you can see something and it makes you feel, I think that's powerful.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Other than someone like if someone tells you something, they're telling you something. For all I know, oh, you're full of shit, you don't know.
Oh yeah, but the thing is, when you're seeing something so fucked up every day, because if I go through my Instagram, I can show you 20 things that are fucked up that are going on in the world.
Yeah. No, exactly.
You know, so it's an information overload. You're getting way too much information for you to focus on one thing.
Before your own good.
Yeah, for, you know what I mean? Or is it really for my own good? Because would I feel better if I was, if your feed was the only bad thing it showed on your feed was the children's situation, and nothing else showed up on your feed until that children's situation was settled, do you think you feel more better, or knowing that there's 20 different situations on your feed that you got to focus and try to help?
I think,
like, to accomplish one thing. Like, okay, there's problems here. Okay, everybody focus on this. Let's fucking settle this down.
Narrow in on it.
And this is complete. Okay, next. But instead, it's fucking everything's coming at you. Paris Hilton sucking dick.
Yeah,
fucking Kim Kardashian sucking dick. And then check out, this kid is dead. You know, like, oh shit. And
well, because that's the only thing we see, right? Like, yeah, we post pictures of fucking, you know, each other's family. Like, hey, you know.
Is Paris Hilton still popular?
I don't know, dog.
No, right?
I think we're old.
Is bitch still popular?
I don't know, dog. I haven't heard from that bitch in a while.
I think she's like sophisticated now, right?
Probably.
She's like a lawyer or something.
Fuck, no. I don't know. They gave her that, bro. I don't know. But I mean, I think the moral what I was trying to get to is just like, bro, like, I think, because essentially you're right. Like, you know, the celebration of this country is this country of even how it came to be, by raping and pillaging. You know what I mean? And you know.
Yeah. But that's every. Honestly, that's every country.
That's every country and
every country. That's why a lot of people don't understand too. Like, I get it. I'm not condoning it. I'm not doing it.
But because everyone does it, doesn't mean it's natural.
Of course not. Of course not. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, no matter who came over here, they would have done the same thing. Like, if China would have came over here, they would have fucked everybody up.
Same shit. Yeah.
If Africa would have came over here on their normal basis, because if you look at, like, say even the slave trade, it was Africans selling Africans. You know what I'm saying? So if they would have had the means or whatever to come over here and found this area, they would have probably came in and did the same thing.
Took it over, yeah.
Took the whole same thing. Europeans, France, where the fuck was still alive? Russia.
Well, because this was just untouched land for
so of course,
hundreds of years.
I think that's human fucking
Human nature.
Human nature, bro, is to fucking conquer. I think that's just fucking conquer, bro. Is to fucking expand, spread your seed.
And like I said, it all comes full circle because of this, earthquake shit. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. Like, bro, like we've been literally sucking the
earth dry and shit.
Earth dry. Now, let me tell you something stupid. Now, I don't know if anyone, have you seen Avengers, the last one? Endgame?
No, I'm not 12.
Nah, fuck you. It's a fucking good movie. Wango, you saw it, right?
I haven't seen it.
Oh my god.
No, he's not 12 either.
Oh, sorry.
I want to watch it though.
So let me tell you. So, okay. So in some of these movies, the diabolical plan of the person is pretty much, I'm gonna kill half of the population. You know why? Because it's more resources for less people, right? And pretty much like we're overpopulated. We're taking over food. We're taking over each other's resources. All this other shit. He's not wrong. You know what I mean? Like the way he's doing it is fucked up. Like you go around killing motherfuckers. But how else do you do it? There's no humane way to settle that.
To do it. So okay. So my conspiracy, right? The 08 side of it would be that's their plan. The elite, the super elite, to tell you that yes, everything's overpopulated. There is no resources. We don't have the technology to be able to support everybody. So we must cut down on population because half these people are not even worth it. And blah, 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 and old people are this and that. People are not worth their weight. With
disabilities and all that.
And, this and that. Knowing well they have the technology, the meat, the grown lab meat, the this and that. Knowing they have the technology to do it. So instead of them pushing it, instead of them pushing the genocide and saying, fucking, I'm going to kill everybody, they're going to allow you to vote it in yourself. You yourself are going to go in and say, well, maybe we should have a policy of no kids. Or less kids and this and that and this.
They want to convince you.
So they'll convince you. Yeah. So you yourself, it's like when the devil can't make you do. He convinces you. Like he can't tell you put your hand here. He'll tell you, hey man, if you put your hand there, that's just you get sucked off.
Yeah.
Something, right? So he tricks you into doing it. So it turns into the same thing to where now you voting your own rights away. It's like we vote our rights away here. Yeah. The land of the free, but more incarcerated people, more everything.
More incarcerated people, the most murders, the
most everything. So you get. So that'll be the other side of it, is that you yourself are now even in that direction. So my conspiracy side would be like, oh man, they got you already because you believe in like population control when they already have the technology to be able to support everybody here, but they choose not to. They're saving that technology for the elite, the superior, the
ones who need
it, the rich, you're just the spoke in the wheel. What do you need? Life expansion.
Yeah, exactly. No, and I think that's accurate. I think that's 100% accurate, and like it's all controlled. I think most things that happen are controlled. You know what I mean? Like think about it. Like your phone will tell you shit that you like. You know what I mean? It's like what the fuck? What are you talking about, phone? Like nigga, just send us a text, right? But it'll send you an ad for fucking Budweiser.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a trip. My boy, who is always on social media, he's always like going out to clubs and shit, and he's always like holding up a bottle of Hennessy, right? And then he noticed more and more he was getting more like liquor advertisements and liquor like pop-ups and stuff like that. He's like, well, what the fuck? Because bro, I don't type this shit really. Like I just put it up. And I'm like, bro, because they see you.
Yeah,
they sees you, dog.
Yeah, brand recognition, and they know they have all that shit.
And that's my crazy thing with like Apple. You know what I mean? Because like, think about it. Like, so the whole thing is the reason. So every time Apple comes out with a new phone, a new iPhone, right, or a new Mac, or a new iPad, the last model becomes more and more obsolete because whatever system that they're using intentionally. So your phone, like the older your phone is, the more it fucks up because the next model.
Oh yeah, they do it on purpose. That came out, right? The fucking batteries and shit.
When you do updates.
Yeah, it automatically fucking crashes your shit, so that you have to buy your new one.
Think about how fucked up is that? And you know what's crazy is, we're still doing it. No one gives a fuck. Like motherfuckers are still buying it.
They're still buying it for like fucking 2 Gs and shit. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like, this year it's this model, right? And as soon as the next one comes out, your phone will start fucking up.
Because information overload. You have so much shit coming at you that you're like, oh, you forgot. You probably forgot. You leave here, you're probably going to forget that they did that until the conversation comes up again they fuck you over when you buy a new phone. Like, you know, when you have an old phone.
Because you don't think about it naturally.
Yeah, naturally you're like, oh, I have a phone. It's
Whatever,
fucking,
right?
I love this phone.
Right.
Yeah, especially with the 5G shit coming out, so people are gonna get more addicted to it. It's gonna become even worse, I believe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in the digital age, it's like everything has its pros and cons for sure.
Oh yeah, of course.
But
I mean, if it wasn't for the shit, I wouldn't be able to do this. I wouldn't be doing this. I mean, how often do you tell somebody to come just meet up for a conversation? I mean, you tell somebody, hey, let's go grab lunch, let's go have a beer. But it's never really to like, hey, come sit down.
Let's chat. Yeah.
Have a conversation and shit.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
But I think like the thing I was telling you, so in Palo Alto, so.
Oh yeah, the EPA shit, right?
So I got a lot of homies in EPA.
So in East Palo Alto.
East Palo Alto.
California.
So there's Palo Alto and there's East Palo Alto, and the thing is, and I used to work in I used to work in Palo Alto. So, bro, neighborhoods beautiful, suburban life, very advanced. Like, you know, all these different walks of life.
Very white. Very white or Indian?
It's a mix. It's mostly
Chino?
Caucasian, Asian, Indian.
Oh, the good foreigner.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So you know,
the good foreigner.
all the other countries that are like graduating more scientists than us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like 17 times as much. But so a bunch of my homies would invite me. No, you know, you in Palo Alto? He's like, come to East Palo Alto. So there's if you talk to anybody from East Palo Alto, they'll tell you about the bridge. And the bridge is short. The bridge is like from this wall to that wall. It's a short bridge, right? So, but as soon as you go over, whole different world, dog. Whole different world. And where this bridge is located on the Palo Alto side, it's just it's like nice, dark, suburban with like foresty nature, right? You know, fucking nice houses, nice cars, right? But you go over that bridge, Section 8 housing, low income housing, you know what I mean? A lot more cars that are cheaper, you know what I mean? And 7-Eleven, more convenience stores.
More fucking,
you know what I mean? Liquor stores,
fast
also,
foods and
all
fucking,
this stuff.
Yeah, I feel that.
And it's right next to each
More
other.
rape.
More rape.
No, I doubt it. It's probably more rape in the fucking white neighborhood.
But you don't know it. Yeah, they don't report it though, right? But bro, and it's crazy because it's like,
it's crazy how a fucking bridge can separate it though, right?
And I encourage everyone and anyone while the bridge is still there, because in some way they're gonna integrate it. In some way they're gonna, you know, form a wall. So it's somewhere in some fashion they're gonna make it more segregated in some fashion. But now I think I invite anyone.
Closed gate community.
No, Palo Alto is not a closed gate community.
You think they can make it into a closed gate community?
Well, the thing is, the Facebook dude,
fucking Zuckerberg.
Thank you.
Doesn't he have a big ass wall out there? Check out Zuckerberg's house. He has like a.
He's buying land around that whole.
Yeah. So he's gonna make his own fucking wall around it.
He wants his workers to live there.
He wants his own city.
Oh, I heard he wants his own privacy.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But he wants his workers.
That too, probably.
He wants his privacy.
Yeah. So think about it, bro. Like it's gentrification. You know what I mean? They're gentrifying Palo Alto. There's already talks of.
Which is not bad. I mean,
them renaming East Palo Alto to something else because they don't want to have that association.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
Because everyone thinks Palo Alto is great, right?
Yeah.
But there's those some people who go, oh, that's right next to EPA. Yeah. You know what I mean? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
what's the thing? You think of Oakland? I'm not gonna go. You get automatically. You get some kind of resentment, but you
it gives
resist.
you a feeling. Yeah.
You resist, like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Think twice about that place.
No, exactly. And I think like I said, I encourage everyone and anyone to go and check it out, because you'll see it for your own eyes. Like, it's a minute walk over that bridge and a minute walk back, and you can see the difference right away. You know what I mean?
Because I know Oakland did have something like that with what's it called? Dunbar here? No, it's not Dunbar. There's a place in Oakland near where it's the same thing. There's a neighborhood, like a rich, nice suburban area, and then like down the street, or not even that, but they want to put a Section 8 placements in there, in the nice suburban area. And of course the people are like, nah, you're gonna make it, make everything bad and this and that. So I don't know what would you say about that? Like, to put, because you ever hear the broken window theory?
Which is?
The broken window theory is, if you have a neighborhood, so you have a nice clean neighborhood, right? And then someone moves in, and then they leave garbage on their lawn, they have broken cars on the lawn, and eventually the neighborhood will eventually turn into that. It turns in, right? So like, say so your neighbor has fucking trash everywhere, right? The dude next to you, your neighbor doesn't like it. Fuck this, I'm moving, right? So he moves. Then the next person comes in. Well, he's doing it. I'm gonna do it too. Da-da-da. And then so the dude moves out, and then the whole fucking block turns into just like the ghetto. Put it that way, right? It turns into the ghetto. Right. So that's a broken window theory. That by breaking one window, that eventually it starts to go. It escalates into something bigger. That's what
But no one cares about repairing the window.
Yeah,
everyone either cares about.
That's what it is.
Not getting broken or staying broken.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's more of the education to be. If you bring in someone from Section 8, you still gotta. I mean, you're not like, you know what I mean? You still gotta, like, I don't know how you
hold certain standards.
Still hold the standard to it.
Yeah.
You can't.
Well, that's why with Section 8, because I've lived in Section 8, they the city will send someone out to check on you, see how you're living, see what your living standards are, stuff like that. And more they're getting stricter, which is probably good.
Well, I think it's good.
You know what I mean? So, and
because it increases your living standard as a person.
Are your kids going to school?
Yeah.
Like,
they have food in your fucking fridge. Let's see something. I don't know, something.
Like, do you have
electricity?
How your pets living? You know, all this other shit.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, I lived in Section 8, and I see how it is. Like, they said the city would send people out to make sure, like.
And that's sometimes, because I do know some people that they don't have those checkups. They don't, you know.
Well, yeah, because the city doesn't want to pay for them.
Yeah,
the city doesn't want to pay for the agencies to go do it.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And then like I know certain people that I think they're paying like $200 a month for a house, and they can't do it, and they still can't. You know what I mean? Like it turns into like it turns into a bigger situation than I think than just house placement. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like more, I don't know.
Well. Yeah, I mean, the more fucked up thing is this. So there is Section 8 in certain nice neighborhoods and nice communities. They don't stay like that though. So this is the thing. There's no balance. It either goes to shit or they shut it down. There's no in between. There's no fixing. There's no real like, how do we fix this? There's no, how do we make this better? How do we prevent it from getting worse? Like things like that. There are no. Like, it's either too far gone or fuck it, we ain't letting it happen.
Yeah.
So you open before you close, and you close before you open.
Yeah, there's no really no beginning point. You just say, yeah, you're fucked already.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think that's the way it is. But I don't know. Like, all that shit is past me. I'm glad I got the fuck out of Section 8. You know, it's tough. You know, low income housing.
I mean, I did all that too. Low income, fucking food stamps, and fucking I did all that stuff as a young buck.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, but at the same time, we have the standard of like, okay, we're not gonna go spending on brew.
Yeah.
We're not. So, but I think that goes into the individual. You know what I'm saying? Because you could have that one that's from nothing that grows into be the CEO, and then the one that has nothing and it grows into be a murderer. You know what I mean? So it goes into the...
it's all about how it's the scale's tipped, you know what I mean? But who's tipping it? Is it you, you know what I mean? Or is it the universe, you know what I mean?
Genetics, what the fuck's going on here?
Exactly, man. And there's those strong-ass theories, bro, like about like how people are genetically like built better and
prone to do something, or
prone
to violence, or more prone to...
I think a lot of that is bullshit.
I don't know, man. Genetics, I think they're barely finding out what the fuck genetics is, dude. That DNA strain shit, I think they call them... There's like so many little, I don't know what the fuck it is. I'm not a mechanic, but there's so many little fucking brackets in the DNA. There's fucking, they call like, what's it called? Like dead chromosomes or whatever the fuck it is, right? But they're not dead. They just don't know what the fuck they do. Like scientifically,
like unknown chromosomes.
They don't know what the fuck they do. You know what I mean? So who knows?
I mean,
as far as that goes, they might unlock some fucking superpowers in this and shit.
Yeah, I mean, there's those people who are just, naturally, gifted. People say naturally, but who knows what it is like.
Well, if you look at a genetic species, do you think if you put me next to Brock Lesnar, that's two different genetic fucking things. I can never get, like, even with all the steroids and shit, like it's two different. So that's genetics. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it is genetics, but it's also, like I said, I think motivation. Too, like you have to be persistent towards something, because if you're not, you're standing still, and that other thing, like if you're not going, you're standing still. Basically. But
right down. If you're not going, you're standing still, bitch.
Yeah, right. If you ain't moving, everybody else is. You know what I mean?
The world keeps going.
World keeps going, dog. But it's that silent treadmill thing. But bro, like, and you know what's fucked up more is, like, for men, like, we have too, like, bro, the technology's too good. Technology's too good. Think about it, bro. Like, I can go watch a porn in the bathroom and just nigga, I'm cool.
You guys wouldn't even know.
You wouldn't even know.
Still gonna shake your hand.
Fucking. I'm like, oh yeah, your hand soap's pretty good.
Still gonna shake your hand. Why is your fucking super grip right now?
He's like, coconut?
Coconut, bro? He brings his own lotion with him.
You know what I mean? But even with that, bro, like even with porno, bro, like my nigga, like
easy access to everything.
Right, you know what I mean?
Everything.
It's like it's.
Think you get food delivered to you right now.
Bro,
you get everything.
Bro, you get a car over here right now.
I get a car right dropped off right now.
I mean? It's a trip, bro. I think we're gonna become
hookers, or it doesn't matter.
Think
Whatever
about
you
it,
want.
bro. If we all didn't have internet for 2 months, like globally, I think suicide.
I think people would be murdering each other
for sure. Cause think about how, especially law enforcement, how much they depend on internet now.
No, fuck it. Everybody, bro, just GPS and shit.
Yeah,
just
bro.
to get around. I get lost fucking going downtown. I've been here for 30 years.
Exactly.
I've been here 30 years, bro. I don't know how to get to places.
Still can't find parking.
It's like, for real, bro. Name that place again. All right, man. But with that one, I think we'll wrap that shit up. This is I like this one, man. Let people know where they can reach you at, man.
Oh,
what's your next project going? Or before we wrap that shit up, what's your next project? You got anything dropping?
So first of all, go follow me on Instagram at DRO DRO DRO, all one word, DRO DRO DRO, DRO DRO THELOT on Instagram, also on Snapchat. I just dropped a music video with my partners from Fuck How You Feel, East Palo Alto Cats, San Francisco Cats. We just dropped a music video for my boy Tez, who got killed in February. RIP Tez.
I seen that one. That was pretty dope.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Go check that out. Just dropped it. A lot of hood activity going on, but we still pushing the positive message. It's all for the cause. Got my newest project coming out is gonna be it's gonna be called Put In Work Part 2. It's gonna be in November. Before that, I have a handful of music videos coming out. Shout out to my homie Sir Wally Jr. in Nicaragua, dropping a project with him and Ace Photography, who shot the video. I'm also shout out Ape City Ream and I Shoot People for directing my latest video, which is actually in the projects right now too. Shout out to my manager. Go follow The Lot Music on Instagram. That's my management page, my official music page. Shout out to J Rock Music, my production. Shout out to 258, my main director. And just keep a lookout for my projects. I got something coming out in 2 weeks. It's going to be called No Fighting. It's a project. It's a dance hall reggaeton kind of like feel mixed to it.
Nice.
And so yeah, thanks, man. So I appreciate you having me on the show. It's a fun time, always
time,
cool
man.
kicking
Get you back on and shit.
No doubt. All
right, you fucks. It's that beautiful out there, man. Yeah, that was not too bad, man.
Let's get a sample. Let's see what it looks like.